We are now at the Landgericht Stuttgart.
It's actually the Amtsgericht and Landgericht and Verwaltungsgericht and everything in this one big building. It's a very prominent historic building. You see there is the Mahnmal for all the people that have been executed on the inside of this, in the Hinterhof of this building between 39 and 45. And it's about 10 kilometers and 200 meters to get here from Stammheim. Once we make a little gathering or procession, we will probably have a shorter distance, because then if we gather enough people, we will be walking center of street, and I think this is then a few hundred meters shorter. So let's say roughly 10 kilometers. It can be done in about 2 hours. We did it now in almost 3, but you know, we had stops in between, and I think certainly that this is something one should not do in the mid of summer, because like today it's like 31 or 32 degrees. And then carrying, you know, it's funny, 30 degrees and 30 kilos, you know, and these two things do not combine too well. Anyway, I want to tell you about this armband that I have here. This is what granted me access to the talk of long distance Luisa Neubauer from the Fridays for Future organization. She spoke at my former university in Tübingen 4 days ago on Thursday, and gave a very interesting speech. That was, her motto was, Sagen, was ist, Klimadiskurs. Unfortunately, she did not say what is the truth, and there was no discussion at all. But I have full coverage of it on YouTube, or you can see full coverage of it on YouTube, and we will have a little comment to this very soon, and I will try to invite her to come again to Tübingen, but then number one, to speak the truth, to actually say what it is, what is climate change, what are we actually talking about, and then have a discussion, a discourse, you know. And in this room where we were on Thursday, there was not one single person that was interested in a discussion, particularly the guy Marcel W. From the SWR was simply not brave enough to let me ask my question, for example. Even so, there were not really many people that wanted to ask questions. What a shame. So I will take my time and ask my question online some other time, and I will give an invitation to Luisa to come again to Tübingen. I know her, she was in Tübingen I think in 2017. That was when I was still studying there, and I have watched her career just like I did with Greta Thunberg's career, who just finished her school now. So the whole idea of her strike on Fridays, Schulstreik, is kind of over now, because she is not at the school any longer, and it's going to be interesting to see how she's going to proceed, you know, what kind of occupation she's going to try to make an apprentice, or maybe go to university. You know, I would certainly suggest that she studies law, but we'll see what her interests are. Anyway, statistically, 3.5 months after the Staatsanwaltschaft has put in their claim, Klage eingereicht, any Landgericht in Germany will decide whether they will open up a case or whether they fire the case out of the court, because it is bullshit. Now, statistically, this is only in 1% of cases true. 99% of cases are actually opened up. And in the case of our political prisoner, this is still going to be very interesting, because if they actually open up this case, we will be here to hear witnesses for 2 to 3 years before we actually get into the actual court case, because the Staatsanwaltschaft has named 9,450 witnesses in this case. Now, originally, that had a different purpose, but may this as it be, we are waiting now for the 10th chamber of this Landgericht here to make up their minds what it is going to be in the case of our political prisoner. And now that I know the distance and think that this is a perfect pathway to for an assembly or for a parade, I think I'm going to plan on this. We will see, possibly on the day that they open up the case or something like this, I will do my final laps at Stammheim and afterwards go down into the valley, so to speak. It's mostly downhill, mostly it's downhill. And I'll be appearing here on the first day when this court opens in this completely ridiculous case that should have never had happened. And that's it.
Thank you.